Good afternoon and happy summer to you all, and thanks for watching this. It's been a little while since my last video message, so I thought I would put one out today just to get people caught up and identify the four cornerstones, or the way I like to describe, of what I look for when evaluating a company and what dictates whether or not I'm going to invest in and advocate for that company. Before I start, as you can see, I have some pretty incredible artwork behind me. That's courtesy of my two sons. I also have the stained glass that's behind me too. That was courtesy of my eldest son, so I'm proudly displaying these, and these are invaluable pieces of art. So anyways, as I of course digress, speaking of the four cornerstones, so the first cornerstone I look for when evaluating a company is, what is the company focused on, and is it a material economic problem that they are resolving? So, this gets into the whole disruptive category, which is something I only will look at when we're dealing with microcap, small microcap companies. They must have something that's disruptive and solves a problem in a large market that currently there's some sort of issue with or can't be resolved, but this company has a solution. So that's cornerstone number one. Is it disruptive, and as such solves a material economic problem that exists within the industry or marketplace? The second thing is I want to look at the company's platform and ensure that it's preemptive, proprietary, pivotal, and scalable. So what I mean by that is this company and its product something that's ahead of the curve, in a sense, where it's preemptive, where it's assuming that there's going to be some mass following to a particular area, and they're being preemptive and assuming that this following is going to move or migrate in that direction. And that's very important because you want to be ahead of, obviously, your competitors, and that's an important thing to focus on when evaluating these smaller microcap companies. So preemptive, obviously proprietary. Do they have the patents and the appropriate protection around the science or technology that they have? Being pivotal, the ability to be able to move quickly, given we're in an ever-changing environment and a fast-moving environment. It's important that people are able to be pivotal and move quickly. And finally, scalable. Can the company ramp up its scale quickly and adopt, again, because we're in such a fast-changing climate with the global digitalization that's occurring, and basically we're in global markets, whether you want to believe it or not, that's what it is. And so that's an important piece when I'm evaluating companies. So the third cornerstone is the brand or culture of the company. And I know this may sound a bit wonky, but that's a pretty important piece to me, in that I want to ensure that there's a positive culture and also a positive goodwill associated with the brand that the company has. And a good test of that is obviously going to visit the company and meet with the senior management team, and also obviously also non-senior managers. But one way to check for that for someone that's not able to visit a company, let's say that's across the world, is to look for insider purchases. So if I see a significant number of insider purchases of a stock, that tells me that people are believing in what they're selling, and that there's a positive environment. Also, earnings conference calls, or any calls that companies have with investors, the tone of those calls is extremely important, for me at least, as an investor. Is if I hear someone that's extraordinarily positive and sounds like they're almost going to jump through the phone because they have so much on their plate and so much opportunity, that to me is something I look for. The fourth and final cornerstone that I look for is a company that's rigorously defining a set of value creating metrics and guide to reward shareholders as well as management. So this is more along the lines of milestones. I need to know that a company is focused on some specific goals or milestones that they are going to create, and if they achieve those milestones and goals, obviously there should be some reward, particularly in valuation, that comes associated with achieving those goals and milestones. So those are my four cornerstones I thought I would share with you to anything that I evaluate, and like I said, I advocate for as well. We have some pieces that I've been putting up each week I've been writing a piece on the options. Done pretty well with some of these options picks. We have our July newsletter that's available. We've had over 1.1 million reads of that so far, which is obviously exciting. And feel free to always email us a question if you have a question on any company or any of the subject matter that we make available. Please do not hesitate to contact us at info@sylvacap.com. And I'll just leave you one final moment to appreciate my son's wonderful artwork. My daughter is unfortunately too young to currently draw or put a pen to paper, but I'm sure you'll see some of her artwork soon. She's only a year and a half old. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your week and weekend. Thank you.